Right, so.
Can I move your tea so I don't spill it?
Yeah, you can. This is me. That's Sarah. And over here, that's Wobbs.
No, skip. You can take
It doesn't matter. And luckily now that we all have our bits of paper out on the table, it's covering all the swear words, so I can actually use this.
I didn't realise I had swear words on it.
Yeah, there's a few. When life gives you lemons, you paint that gold. It's one of them.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, remember? I've even got a lovely selection of colouring pens and pencils. So, this is the problem with a lipstick. Here, this piece of plastic, that's like a collar that holds it all in.
Yeah.
So you end up with about half a stick.
Well, not half of it, there's like probably about that much left in it that you can't use once it's got down to that like white plastic in a bit. So, and usually lipsticks, okay, that one wasn't expensive and I've had it for years, which is why I'm letting you use it. But they're usually not cheap if you want like a decent lipstick. You're looking at, you know, anywhere from 7 to, well, you can spend, well, if you wanted to, you could probably spend over £100 on a lipstick, but most people don't want to. And don't even need to. Yeah. But you know, like if you go for like Clinique and stuff like that, you're looking at like 20 odd quid for a lipstick.
It's insane.
And then when you end up wasting, okay, that doesn't sound like that much, but you don't, well, you shouldn't trowel it on, so you don't use that much at a time.
Okay. So, what would you say would be an easy solution to that? Would you use a brush to get it out, or a bit of card, or like
brush. You can get lip, you can get lip brushes.
Okay. You could,
but what I was thinking is that you could get.
Use the back end of a pencil and just kind of like dig it out.
Yeah, but then how do you get it on your face?
Well, once it's dug out,
yeah,
you just kind of put your fingers in it and push it on your lips.
What I was thinking is, you know, a bit like push pops when you were a kid. If you had something on the bottom, or maybe if you could take off like this out a bit, like the bottom out a bit, because you can't at the moment, you could have like a button and push it up.
Like a syringe kind of thing.
Yeah, or do you remember push pop sweets when you were kids?
Yeah.
And okay, it would get your hands really sticky and stuff.
Yeah, like if you put your finger.
Yeah, but you kind of held it and then you pushed it up and it. So I was thinking maybe, and you could probably do that fairly cheaply, and just have, I don't know, it could be sort of an attachment. Yeah. Or take off the, like I said, because obviously you wouldn't want to do that all the time, because if you pushed it all the way up, your whole lipstick might fall out. So maybe when you got down to the end, if you could take off this bit, which obviously you can't do now, and put a button in, so when you get to the bottom you just take off that, press the button and push it up so you can use it to the very end.
Okay, so like
You mentioned earlier about, well, Skip mentioned earlier about digging it out with like a pencil or something and then putting it on your fingers and applying it. If you're going to apply it with your fingers, why not use kind of like those little Vaseline tins you get, and then just have the lipstick in that way.
Yeah.
Dip your fingers.
Do they do stuff like that, or?
Well, no, because it's more, because lipstick is, obviously it's a stick. That's why it's lipstick. Vaseline is more like a balm. It's more like lip glosses and stuff.
Yeah.
But actual, because you can get like liquid lip liner, and you can also get like lip stain, which lasts a bit longer. But I suppose if your thing is concentrating on an actual stick.
Yeah.
Because and a lot of people, obviously if you're out and about, you probably wouldn't want to apply it with your fingers, because if you apply it with your fingers, you're then going to have to wipe it off with something.
Yeah.
And like this one has glitter on it, so you then get that all over your fingers, and
then on
whereas obviously this is quite convenient just to take around, put in your handbag, and then just put it on.
Okay, so like, dive in at any point, grab a bit of paper and draw and whatever, if you're trying to explain that. But I'll use that pen. So what you were saying before about a diaphragm or a button at the bottom, so you could push that last piece out, and then it would just like eventually pop out.
Or you just use it all completely up, because obviously it still needs to be attached in some way inside, which is why I was thinking about putting the button in underneath the bottom
Well, yeah,
out of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So
I mean,
then you
I
didn't
can't-
accidentally go "Way" and end up with lipstick all over the floor. So it would be similar to that. So you'd end up just, because obviously there'd be a plastic bottom, you'd end up, that would just be at the top of there, and it
Yeah.
would just be flat and it would all be used.
Okay.
Another thing I was just thinking of, like with the whole pushing it out thing, there's a mechanical pencil so you can get. You could like implement something like that.
Oh, where you've got the trigger.
Yeah,
Like the
where you just
clicking.
keep pressing it and it comes out.
Yeah, instead of just like one continuous,
Yeah, having
a
to, like,
press does
all
a
the way
certain
in.
amount.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, because then you wouldn't accidentally.
Yeah, all that would take is a set of springs,
But
really, wouldn't it?
again, I think you should still put it underneath, because if a woman's going to have it in her bag or a makeup bag, if it presses while it's inside, it's going to smush up into the lid and ruin it, which is why you always want to make sure it's all the way down and you don't sort of put it on with a lid like that, because you just end up smushing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what bottom?
Okay,
What,
right.
you mean
Here's the that really looks rude. There's the lipstick with, that's the little white plastic bit, and then you've got the bottom bit. Okay, so that's the
Draw that a
lipstick.
little bit bigger.
Really?
Yeah, well, I've got to be able to pick it up in the camera, I'm afraid.
Right.
Pass me a couple of pieces of paper.
My elbow's a bit.
Good enough.
Okay, so this is like the lipstick, okay? So you've got like that's the lipstick. There's the little white bit,
Collar.
yeah, that it spins out of. And then you've got the bottom black bit, yeah. So I'm taking the lid off, like, so that's the lid. But if you could take this bit off, so you just had, like, it was still in there, but with its, like, twirly bit. If you could put a button like there, instead of having it there, because obviously if it was...
Oh, okay, so inside so you'd have the metal, the plastic case or the
Yeah, it would
whatever
be-
sitting over the top of
Yeah.
it.
Because if it was just like that in someone's makeup bag or handbag...
Well, how are you
or
going to pull
whatever-
this out?
What do you mean, how am I going to pull it out?
Well, because
It would
so
still...
you've got to this point. Is my point?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now what do I do? Do I pull the back
Yeah.
end of it off?
Yeah,
Just pull it off.
just like that bit.
Okay, so just yank it.
Yeah, so it would be like, obviously because that's got a little clippy bit as well, it would be like that.
Our old lady's going to
But on
complain
the
that
end.
they can't pull it off.
No, because that's easy. It's not a screwing locking mechanism, it's just where it's got the two lips,
Yeah.
so it clicks on.
So where were we?
Thank you.
Right, so button on the back kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an awesome idea.
But it was a good idea what you said about having the see-through bit.
Because you're
Otherwise-
removing any chance of people marketing and people aren't going to adopt it as a...
Well, it's more because also, you know, working in the shop, you get a lot of people that come in and they say, oh, I've got this lipstick, but, you know, they can't, or like, they have this lipstick, but they don't have the case and they can't remember which one it was. And they want it, and nothing's like ever the right one.
Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that one.
Yeah, the also like you said about the see-through display, it has a lot to do with obviously what we're doing, which is trying to maximise sales in the end.
You can probably get away with doing the button quite cheaply.
Yeah.
It would more be something that you could insert into every lipstick already. Okay, there'd be
awesome.
a bit of fiddling work, but I think that's probably going to be my one and only glorious idea.
Well, play. Seriously, it will help you. I'll even go and get the Play-Doh in a moment. Oh yes, I have Play-Doh. So that's one. Push button spring system. Yeah?
Yeah.
One push button system. Okay. Right. I mean, does it have to does it have to look so phallic? Does it have to be that shape? I mean, can we not like?
Well, like a rollerball kind of thing.
Yeah, like a paint roller that you use on the walls.
I was thinking like, you know, when you get rolling deodorant, it's like the ball, and then you'd have like.
Oh yeah. So
a bit like those Garnier wrinkle. You know, they've got those under eyes with dark circles. They're balls.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But like a lipstick one instead. Balls that you drag across.
well, yeah, no.
Yeah. You could, but the only thing with that is it would have to be quite liquidy, and then you've always got the chance that if it crusts over, it's not going to have as much. It's not going to, have as much mobility, and it might get a bit.
So you think it get gacky around the edges?
It could do, yeah.
And when it applies, I suppose it might be a bit, like you said, liquidy. It might run and.
But then if it's like the ball system wouldn't let that much out, so it would have to be liquidy but still slightly thick, I suppose.
I have you a ball to play with. Show me what you mean with your hands.
It's probably it's a little bit small.
Yeah.
Do you want me to make a tube for it?
No.
Yeah, we need like a bigger tube.
Well, you could use that as like the top of the tube.
Actually, yeah. Like, what you could do is if you put the ball in, I'll put my hand there.
Yeah.
So literally, like that on your lips.
Yeah, it'd be like that, and then on obviously the other side, it'd be where all the
Container with the lipstick and.
Yeah, it'd be all stored in that. So as the ball moves around, it'd be picking it up on this side and then pulling it around.
Would it be hard or soft?
What, the lipstick?
No, the tube, because then you might have some left over at the bottom that you can't use because it's.
Yeah.
Unless you kind
just
of
creating more of a packaging problem, yeah. But I mean, you could what you could do. Well, no. What you could do
be a
is
mixture of both and have like one of the push things like you were talking about earlier on the inside. So it's pushing it into the ball and dragging it, scraping it off.
It's essentially I'm not entirely sure how accurate this is going to be, but and please don't hit me for saying this, but lipstick is essentially it's grease paint, right?
Yeah, it's got like a greasy base.
So why can't that be heated at the bottom and refillable? So you take the ball head off, you refill it with, you stick another stick of lipstick or the end of your other stick that you've scraped out back into the bottle, which has got a heating element at the bottom, which then melts it. And upon turning it upside down, it then runs down the inside of the tube, onto the ball, applique, lips. So look at me, aren't I pretty?
Where would the heating come from? Like a little heating element?
I'd use like a...
It's a cosmetic product containing pigments, oils, waxes and emollients that applies colour, texture and protection to the lips.
Okay, cool, that's good then. Right, so what I would probably do, you grab my pencil case and pull it off for me.
Yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
So what I would do is I'd have a it's a crude bottle, I apologise, but and then you've got the ballpoint here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I would do is I'd probably have something around this area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a heated collar. Low wattage. It doesn't have to be very hot to melt it at all. If you think you run it in your finger, it's going to keep coming away. So.
Yeah.
And that would essentially, you'd put your bits of used lipstick. Yeah.
Yep.
And then you'd use like a plunger on the bottom of it. Yeah. And then
it'd push it all up towards the ball.
So you'd fill it with lipstick?
Bits of ends lipstick, or whole bits of lipstick, or bits of lipstick that you've cut off.
Or you can buy like individual ones that they can also sell as well.
Refillable lipstick basically, as a ballpoint. And then here, you've got a piston.
How big is it?
Well, nowhere near as big as I'm drawing you,
Okay.
because that would be
No,
ridiculous.
that's fun.
And then
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm pretty.
you can put some, yeah, look at me. You could put some sort of ring or a little diamond, or you could do that stupid Lady Gaga diamond hearts for headphones. She sponsors headphones that are they're shaped almost like little hearts, but they're just Diamante filled from Monster, the people who do the Dr. Dre headphones. It's a really nice little emblem. Genuinely, it's a nice thing, but you know, Lady Gaga isn't, so at least she's one out somewhere. But you could put some sort of ring or something and make that pretty, and then sell it to younger people, or you know, you could do a really expensive version of it where the button on the bottom of the ring, for instance, is solid silver.
Or to be fair, as you've got the heating element, which needs some form of electrical current,
Yeah.
which means that it probably needs to be recharged. If you've got that electrical element to it, why not add like a button to make it push it up, like an electric one?
Okay, so
Kind of like how you have electric razors and it's got all the different settings and stuff.
What, it
yeah,
vibrates?
hang on, I've got just a thing. I have to get back up again now, but that's okay because I can check the camera.
You used to look up and down so much it would be yourself an injury.
No, it's hurting.
Yeah, pretty much something similar to that.
But with a ballpoint on the top.
Yeah, and have.
Let's go over what we've come up with so far. So we've got,
The push button.
yeah, we've got the push button system, which would essentially be a button in the bottom that would, when you press the button, is that correct? It would.
Yeah, it would poke your rest of the lipstick out.
Okay, and then you could use the end of it. Ben, would it
Yeah.
would it be that easy to do, or would it fall off?
No, because it would still be like attached in the bottom. It would just.
Okay, so like you put like a little plastic screw thing into the very, very bottom of it to try
Yeah,
and
to
hold
keep it
up.
in, so you'd be able to use more of it
So you
than
don't
you do
need-
now.
Okay.
So you'd be left with. There might still be like some slight wastage.
Okay, and we spoke about if you it would be this end. It would be this end here. You can have a sketch for this.
Yeah, there.
Yeah.
There we go. So what we'd have is here we've got this section as it is now.
Yeah, but you'd be able to take it off.
So you'd be able to pull this outer section here
Yeah.
off, which would give you the very collar of the lipstick and your raggedy bit with the end of it.
Well, no, that's not why you'd pull the end off.
No, but what it would do is it would give you a little button on the bottom,
Yeah.
so that you could push that to push this out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you can put the bottom back on.
Okay, and then just use it as a normal lipstick and chuck it in the bin because you've used the end.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so what you're saying is, yeah, no, that's a really good idea. But you wouldn't want it with the black cover on it, where you press the button to make the collar come out. Sorry, that's actually going to be a little bit of an N. But you're saying that no to putting it on the outside because that's just going to happen by accident.
Yeah, if you had it in a women's purse, handbag, etc., and press the button, it would smush all up against the lid.
Okay.
And that would be bad.
So,
I was just thinking actually of a different design.
awesome. Hold on.
Yeah, carry on with this.
No, it's okay. Play. But I'm just trying to explain it all because we've had camera issues.
Yeah.
Then we've got the electronic refill stick system. We'd put a couple of buttons here, a little screen with a readout, and what you could use is you could pull the ends of the lipstick off and then throw it into the bottom of here with a little heating element which would re-liquefy it around the collar, and it would be almost like a roll-on deodorant system but thinner, so you could hold it in your hand and still put your makeup on. What else? Oh yeah, like a docking station, so you could have it next to your mirror, you know, and you come in and you go and do your teeth, and then you could stick your lipstick on to charge for the next day.
Yeah, have it by your
and then
mirror
and then you'd be able to take the lipstick out and go wherever you need to, and it would still have the charge to heat the element to do the lipstick. And you could have different cartridges for different colours, but you'd have to think of a way of cleaning the ball.
And the thing is, people will be able to mix and match their own colours as well.
And people would be able to mix and match their own colours, and it would add that element, which is an absolutely brilliant idea, I think. It would be somewhat similar to my fetching razor here. Let me just take the head off it. It was that easy. So what you're saying is you press that, and then here somewhere it would heat it, and then you'd roll it onto your lips.
Yep.
Okay, would it be that noisy? Because that sounds slightly...
Yeah, but that's vibrating.
That's true. That's true. Sorry. What was your other idea?
My other idea was actually the thing about lipstick, why everyone, well, every lady has it, is that it's so simple to use.
Yeah. So ease of use is definitely something we need to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, that twisting action that you get, obviously that pushes up a plastic carrying case, this plastic bit here.
Yeah.
How about you take out the middle of this little plastic casing and you use that twisting to push up the inside of it, so it pushes the lipstick right up to the actual top.
Okay, so it stays in the collar,
but it's pushing up the actual stick instead of the carrying case that it's in. And then that way, if it's on a flat piston that you're twisting to make go up, it will push it all the way to the top until it's completely flat.
Okay, so... Okay, show me what you mean. We've got a makeshift... well, we've got a little box of goodies underneath the table. And...
I'll do a little sketch quickly.
Awesome.
So...
Do you want to use a pen, dude?
Yeah,
I've got paper to spare, it's cool.
I'll use our rollable technology.
No, I said, do you want some?
Right, so in a normal lipstick,
I just thought you might.
when you twist it, this bit here, it pushes up this little plastic carrying case here, which is the lip that you have there.
Yeah.
But what my plan is to have the exact same design, but instead of having the plastic case, it's got a tube.
Okay.
That would end about here, and this will be lipstick coming up. But this system, when it twists, it pushes the lipstick up the tube right until the tube finishes.
Okay.
Which means every last bit of the stick will be used.
I like that. Okay, so I just happen to have made that's a rather large stick of lipstick that, so there would be where it would normally twist to,
Yeah, and that would be the plastic casing on the outside.
Yeah. So what you're suggesting is you can, say, push down, say, a release here, which would allow you to slip a ring off.
Well, it would never have a ring in the first place.
Yeah, it'd be like it would have this plastic thing, but it'd be like the casing, but it'd be like a tube that goes down to the bottom.
Okay.
Which on the inside would have the entire stick of lipstick. Now, instead of having the piston push up the plastic casing, it would actually be inside that plastic casing, pushing the lipstick out of the casing.
Okay. Yeah.
Would
Yeah.
it still twist?
Yeah.
It would still be exactly the same, apart from instead of the plastic case coming up, it's the lipstick.
Yeah, it's pretty much the equivalent of just that part there just being removed.
Yeah.
And
but
then
it
that
still
way.
does.
I
So
mean,
simplifying it, really.
Yeah. That was, yeah.
And that's what I was thinking when I was thinking about the simplicity of lipstick as it is.
Yeah. I like that. So that was our. I'm not going to write it in lipstick. I'll write it in pen.
You can write lipstick if you want.
The third idea, which we are going to call a simplified twist system. This is mainly for my own. I can't spell.
Would you want simplified?
It's fine. Twist mechanism. But what I would be concerned with about that is that when it reaches the very top, the inside section. Is it just going to fall off?
I've just picked another flaw in my design as well.
Okay.
How would it retract?
You've got a point there. Yeah, totally. So you wouldn't be able to retract it, you'd only be able to have enough out to do your lips.
Yeah.
Well, so if you got a bit over there.
If you had thicker bits of it, it'd be more, it'd be a deeper colour.
Yeah.
Whereas in the edges would be lighter.
True.
Right, so where were we for it was the brush.
No, it is.
It was a brush and
You had a light bulb on it then.
brush and paste.
Yeah, but so you know the
Brush
way you
inside the lipstick, remember? Did the fourth idea. Like there.
Okay, yeah.
Because you could have it so it was like in the side there. And it's down. It's like
Okay.
a stylus.
Awesome, so that's 5.
the bonus one, number 6, it can be the pencil idea.
I really like that one actually. I really like the idea of
But it'd probably it'd have to be a special sized sharpener for it.
Yeah, but then you can get special eye pencil
Then-
sharpeners which are similar to, well, pretty much the same as pencil sharpeners. But then you get,
Or you can whistle it away with your knife.
but then you get the pencil sharpeners that have this little side and the big side, so you
Yeah.
can do big.
Could you pass me my red pen? Okay, so what you're saying is basically manufacture pencils,
Yes.
but instead of lead here,
It's like wax.
I would probably say
The lids are broken. Would it be a
probably
bit
cut
thicker?
it off about here. So this
Yeah.
part below would be just wood. And then that way you'll be able to use
yeah,
all
I've
of it
got, yeah,
without
I've got it.
wastage.
Yeah. I like that.
Because otherwise if it
Yeah.
gets too small you can't really apply it.
So if you were looking at the end of it, you'd have a cap almost. So when you were looking at it, all of this would be wood
Yeah.
from the back. So let's just do that.
Would it come with a lid or anything? Because would it?
Yeah, like you could have a little plastic lid that goes over top.
Okay. Then wood stop, I'm going to call it. There. Yeah?
Yeah.
Which is that one. This would be lipstick, right?
Probably, yes. Yes, I've seen it in black floor.
And then it would be like a pencil,
Many.
literally.
Yeah. I'm thinking we might need a little lip or something around here for the lid, because otherwise if the lid is just,
Okay.
you don't want it smushing down the...
Yeah. Makes sense. Put like a pen lid.
Yep.
Literally like a...
But then like eye pencils and stuff like usually come with a lid. It's just
Yeah.
not like a hard plastic. Well, it is a hard plastic. That's
But it's
stupid,
softer,
but
thinner
it's-
plastic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
not quite
thinking.
as-
If you put a lip on it or something, like on the actual pencil part, it'll stop it smushing down the...
Okay. And then I
Because
could...
obviously the point that it'd be resting on would be the lipstick.
And then you'd say
But yeah, that's the idea I was going with, like the eye pencil.
colour. Colour my... or her.
Your lipstick.
Cover my lips. Like this. So I just draw it on.
Yeah.
Can you tell I've never put lipstick on? You just draw it on.
Yeah, but you'll be doing that on your actual face.
Yeah.
You're not going to show the people?
No, I'm not. It'd probably work though because this is paint, not ink. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like that, and then you just be able to.
Yeah, and people can even do like random designs what they want to come up with.
Yeah, because you'd be able to get much more precision out of a pencil point, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Has it already been invented?
Yeah, it's just like a general lip pencil. Look.
Okay.
Shh, they don't know that.
Shh. Yeah. Okay. Like that one. Well, probably. Knowing well up.
No, we'll just give it a name that sounds vaguely similar to it, and we'll be all good.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Sell it in Aldi. Okay.
As long as it doesn't
Right.
have horse in it, you're fine.
Right, well, that gives me my 6.
Still claiming it.
So, yeah, thank you very much for giving me a hand, guys.
No problem.